Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Sandbox Mode. I'm your host, Jessica, and today we're going to be playing Sandbox Mode. However, we are going to start out in the custom um, scenario editor, I guess is what it's called. And we're going to use the custom scenario editor to allow us to be able to make changes to the outskirts of the park so that not only can we, build awesome stuff inside the park, but we can also build pretty cool stuff outside the park too to give us more of a complete package. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to decide on a bunch of options for our park, basically. So I don't think I want to really forbid any type of construction or anything like that. I don't think that would be smart. We can choose a climate. I think temperate is fine. Um, I kind of just want to build like a classic American type amusement park, like a Six Flags type of park, kind of like, you know, most of those are in the Midwest. They're not like in exotic locations, so I don't think I would choose tropical island or mountain range or anything like that. Um, Definitely not desert because it's just really hard to look at. So I think what we'll just do is we'll do temperate because it kind of gives us the option to do as much as we want and we'll have decent weather for it. As far as awards are concerned, we're going to leave all those. Average cash per guest. Now, this is an interesting one because if I do not adjust this and make it high enough, um, people won't have any money to be able to afford a ticket that costs more than $50 to get in. So we're going to have to give them more money because, yeah, they're going to be broke. They'll be broke the second they step foot in the park. So I think we'll just give them a lot of money. There's no reason why they shouldn't have come to the park with a lot of money. I mean, I think if you come to an amusement park, you're probably at least looking to spend, you know, 100 or even $200 just in food, right? I mean, let's be honest, if you're taking in a family to a theme park for the day, you're going to be spending at least $200 just to feed your family for the day. And their initial happiness, there's no reason why they should be in a terrible mood when they get to our park. Um, I think I think we'll just bump this up to like 75. There's no reason why they should be like completely bored about coming to the park. That doesn't make sense. And they're gonna have their needs taken care of slightly. There's no reason why they would get to the park and have absolutely no hunger at all or no thirst at all, because that's not true. It's a long drive, right, to get to the park. So you're gonna have people that are hungry and thirsty. Maybe not extremely so, but I remember getting to amusement parks and wanting to like get something to eat as soon as I got there. So we're just gonna bump that up. A preferred ride intensity at 50%. I don't know if I want to change it. I think it'll be fine. Maybe I will bump it up a little bit. That way we can get a little bit more people on some of our more extreme roller coasters. Not that we're really going to be building extreme. That's not really what I'm trying to say, but they will be pretty intense. There's no question. I like building some pretty gnarly coasters. And the guest generation rate, 100% sounds fine to me. Guests want to use pools. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they? If I uncheck that, okay, I'm just gonna check it because yeah, I want them to use pools. If I build a pool, sure, they should use it. Okay, this is the important part here. Um, Background hill, choose a fence type. Okay, so let's choose a fence type and then we'll get to the important part. So right now we just kind of have like this little barrier kind of deal. A chain link fence. Some kind of, we just board the park up. I think I would only use the boards if it was like a small park. But for a park that's really large, Well, that's the other question. Are we going to use a small park or is it going to be rather large? Um, I actually think we're definitely gonna change the size of the park for sure. So let's go ahead and leave up these the sort of like wooden wall for now. And let's go over here to our map settings. So this park is already pretty big, but this is not necessarily the land inside the park. This is the land inside and outside. So we're going to increase it. And you can see here, there's a little difference in the shade of green, and that it's hard to see, but there's a little difference in the shade of green, and you can see that the park is growing. Or not the park, but that the land around the park is growing. But the park is staying the same size. So we're increasing the land that we're going to be able to terraform and build stuff on that doesn't have anything to do with inside. Now, unfortunately, that's not extending it out that way for us, so we'll have to move the park manually. I just want to extend this out to maybe like 170 should probably be good, because we can move the park down to about here. No, maybe a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more. Okay, so 180 should probably be good. And then on the other side, I guess we'll go up to about 180 as well. Just so it's even, you know? Okay. Because yeah, it's not stretching it out on this side, it's only stretching it out on this side, so. We'll also go to 180 over here. And there we have it. So now we also need to select which land is owned by the park. So we have more land that we can add on this side, obviously, but we want to take away land from this side. So we want to select land that is not owned by the park and can never be owned. I don't want to do that. I want to do easement rights, which are it's basically this selection here. What it allows is it won't allow me to like build stuff on the ground. But if I need a roller coaster to like be in the air and go over the land a little bit, it'll let me do it. So I like to use easement rights simply because it allows me for more realistic building and doesn't really confine me in the same way that just saying that you don't own the land kind of refines you in. It kind of sticks you in a spot that you can't get out of. So we're going to do that down here as well. And up at the top. And I know I'm missing a lot of spots. We'll have to go over it and kind of fix it all up. And I'll have to move this out of the way. It's very much in the way. All right, so let's just go ahead and make this all even. Actually, I think I might want it to be bigger than that so that I can have more room than that to play with it. Yeah, that's good because we're going to build a parking lot. We're definitely going to want to build a parking lot. I mean, what amusement park does not have a massive parking lot, right? So we definitely have that to look forward to. Okay, now before I do that side, Let's finish up this side. Just make it all nice and even. Actually, how much space do I want to give it? Yeah, I probably want to go more. I probably want 20 on each side is probably good. Because we stretched it out quite a bit. And if we don't actually like use up some of this land, then the park's gonna end up being like way bigger than we can fill. Believe it or not, this game actually has a pretty small limit of the amount of stuff you can actually put in the game before it completely like corrupts. The save file will corrupt and all kinds of things, all kinds of bad things will happen if you actually have a park that has too much stuff in it. So I don't want it to be too big because we're really going to make this park detailed and it's going to be fantastic and it's going to look beautiful and all that stuff. So I don't want it to be massive because that'll be a problem. We're going to have to go ahead and I'm having issues moving the screen around for some reason. Okay, there we go. If you're wondering what I was trying to do, it's just the screen would not move over here. No idea. All right. And I guess like down at the end here it can kind of curve. There's no reason why this park has to be square. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Um, Also, like I said, we're going to be building stuff down here, so or maybe not building, but we'll be using this space in a way that is nice. Even if it's just for trees, you know, at least it'll look better than if we just had the plain field right next to the end of the park. So we're going to want to go back to land that's owned and kind of, whoops. Um, well, maybe I do. Do I want to stretch it out? Maybe that's a good idea. You know, I think I want to make mountain range kind of put this park kind of in the middle of some mountains. So I don't want that to be owned by the park. I just want all of this stuff to be land that we don't own, but we could technically build over if we wanted to. We're not going to be building over all of this, obviously, but it's just the option is there for us. Let's just go ahead and paint this all in. There's no reason not to. And it's important actually that we get it on the back side of this park like this because we're going to want all the space we can get. All right. Almost done. And then we can start doing stuff that isn't just painting terrain with squares. And again, I can't get it to move to the right. It's a big issue for me. Although I guess I could use the keys. So we'll just do that from now on. Land that is owned. By the way, I am very familiar with almost every aspect of this game. If there's something that I have not learned about this game, at this point I'd be really surprised. So, there's probably going to be a lot of things that you're going to see me do that you're going to be like, wait, you can do that? And yeah, you can. So hopefully we don't have too much of that, but yes, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this game that a lot of people really aren't aware of. All right, so I want to make that um, part of the park. That way we can put our entrance and stuff there. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. And make sure it's somewhat even. Okay, so we'll put our park entrances there. The parking lot and whatnot will be out this way. And the rest, I think I'm going to make it into like mountain type stuff. Although we're not really centered, are we? There's a lot more out here than there is over here. But I think I can just go to map settings. If I lower the number, it should just kind of retract that. There we go. That way it'll kind of even it out a little bit better. Because we ended up making it too big. Okay. I think that's about right. No, needs to go more. 160 should be good. Do we have too much on the back? I don't think so. I think that's probably good. Maybe a little bit. Let's just reduce it to 170. And we'll call that done. Okay, so now let's go ahead and sort of move our park entrance because, well, that's not where it's going to go. Park entrances are here, and we get to choose like a type. So I think I'm just going to go with like a typical entrance for this park. I don't think I'm going to go with anything that's like crazy crazy. Although, no, I think we'll just go with the regular one, at least for now. We could change that later if we wanted to. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and place that. Um, how do we want to do this? I suppose we could place it here. Or here? Let's go with, no, I guess let's go with here. Right on the border there. Um, Although, why is it doing that? I'm confused. Um, hmm. So I'm gonna have to pause this for a second and come back because I need to look at one of my older parks to see what I've kind of done with like the border and putting down one of these because I could have swore that it wouldn't kind of like have it going through the entrance like that. I don't want to start off my park with a freaking wall through the entrance. So I will be back in a minute once I've sorted that out. Okay? Thanks. Hey guys, I'm back. So I apologize that was just a silly error on my behalf. I totally forgot that it's pathways that um, delete the walls. So with that said, I decided that I don't like the placement of where I have put that park entrance. So I'm going to put in a different one, or rather another one. A little bit in here, sort of. Maybe about there. Um, yeah, I think that'll do. I'm pretty sure I like that better. And then I want to remove this one because we don't need it. And I want to remove that one as well. And let's go ahead and get the front of our park built up here. So we are going to be doing a lot of this with just unlimited money and whatever. I like to build up like the outside of the park, like I said in the scenario editor, otherwise you can't do it. And then once I have the outside of the park all nice and the front entrance done, then I move it over into scenario mode where we have like restrictions like money and we'll play the game as you normally would as we fill out the park and make it fantastic. Okay, so that's really the plan here. I apologize for not explaining that a few minutes ago, but that's what our plan is going to be. So let's go ahead and start with the park entrance. And I do have a couple of mods that I'm going to be using. Well, not mods, I guess, but custom scenery type items, just to make things a little bit nicer. We have some trees that look really cool. We have some path covers that just make the pathways look much nicer, and some other stuff like that that we'll probably be using. So I feel like this area here is going to be like the parking lot. I don't want to make it too big, otherwise it just gets annoying. But we're going to make it pretty sizable. So in the parking lot there, you're going to have like the sidewalks up there, and then um, the cars will sort of just be kind of like parked in this area here. So we'll just have like a pathway going down this way. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and paint this like asphalt as if like it truly were a parking lot. And I really don't like how it sort of does this, but I do apologize. That's kind of one of the things that sucks about the terrain painting. But hopefully we can get some like something else to, once this park is all finished out, that won't look so bad. Guarantee it. So finish up painting up this, and then I kind of feel like I'll just fill this area out with mountainous stuff. That's kind of what I'm feeling like doing. I haven't done mountains before. Well, I've made mountains like inside the park and stuff, but I've never really done them outside. So I kind of want to do that. It could go horribly wrong, considering I've never really tried to do it before. I mean, this could be a disaster. You will have to watch the rest of the series to find out, or at least until the next episode. So let's go ahead and start sort of placing our vehicles. Scroll down to where they are, and there they are. And I'm just using the stock vehicles because why not? And we'll just throw down a couple of random ones of each color, but we'll kind of place them how we want to place them. So actually, let's start with the buses, because the buses would totally be like in this sort of area here, I feel like. So I totally feel like the buses would be totally like in this type of area. So we're just gonna place them there. Get some random type colors so it looks a little more realistic, and then we'll just place a bunch of cars in this sort of area. Don't worry, we'll get some more like variety in here, don't worry. I would not go with just all the same. Never. Never would I ever. Some black cars in there. Everybody has a black car nowadays, right? I mean, geez. I see black cars everywhere. Some blue cars. I had a blue car once. I kind of missed that car. Red cars. And white cars. Because everybody's got a white car. People like white cars. Especially where I live. Oh my gosh, I see white cars everywhere. And the brown car. Because why not? And We have green, we have, I guess maybe like one yellow car, right? It's kind of a rare color to see. And then I guess maybe we can place like like a white minivan and maybe a blue one and maybe a brown one. And yeah. I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna leave like those spots open kind of like that. I think it's kind of nice just having like an open parking spot for whichever lucky person gets to park up front. Kind of a weird color. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for our parking lot. And already, doesn't that look so much nicer than you typically see? I mean, geez, the park actually almost has a proper entrance already. Imagine that. All right, so let's go ahead and put down some buildings here like you would typically have. And what do we want to build them out of? Do we want to build them out of? Hmm, that's a good question. So I think let's go ahead and build them out of what is it? Colored walls. And you can either go with like brick looking walls or I don't want to do the brick ones. I want to do the slate ones, I think they're called. Slate, yes, slate. And we'll pick like red? I don't know about red. Let's go with white for now and we can always paint it later. But we need to find out like where we're gonna put this and how we're gonna do it. So I want to have like a building on this side and like a building on this side where people can go and buy tickets. I mean, not really, but it'll look like that. At least anyways. So yeah, let's go ahead and start it about here. Well, the thing is I kind of want windows though, but we'll put the windows in later. There's no reason to put them in right away. And these don't have to be big or anything like that. So we're not going to make them too crazy. And we'll just go ahead and make sure we're doing it symmetrically over here. Okay. And then that'll be the front. We're obviously going to change some of these blocks, but I'm just kind of putting them in so that I can keep track of what I'm doing better. So, okay, then I want to go up to like, no, I think on the ends there, I just kind of want to put the roof on it. And yeah, we'll be changing the colors and all this stuff later. So I'm just going to place these here for now. And then we'll go ahead and, oops, that didn't seem to line up properly. We'll go ahead and do this. No, I don't like that. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and do something like this. Maybe. Hmm. I'm not sure if that's really what I want to do. I don't like that those parts stick up. I just wish that it was like just that part without those posts, because that would make me very happy. Let's see if there's another piece we can put in there instead. Probably not. Maybe another. mm, No, those don't look very nice at all. I'm just kind of looking for anything that I can use in there instead that would look better. Because I sort of want there to be this gap here, but I want there to be like something nice to put there. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of useless. And I mean, I could just put one of these in there, but I feel like I want it to be like see-through, like have just stuff like that. I actually kind of like this Dutch colonial stuff. Hmm. I think I might actually go with the Dutch colonial stuff instead, now that I'm like looking at it. Because I can actually, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and remove all this. You know what? We're gonna do this the easy way. Okay. We're just gonna redo that, but we're gonna do it with the colonial wall set. Because it just looks much better. So that piece will go there. That piece will go there. There's floor too. That's pretty cool. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and put the floor in. Probably have to remove some of it if we're gonna, but maybe not, maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Let's see. So we can kind of do something like this. I guess. Obviously we'll be putting stuff in there as well, but I'm just trying to see if this is how I want the roof to look or not. Or I could do this instead, but I don't think I want to do that piece there. I think I want this piece to be here. Yeah. Uh-huh, I think I wanted to do that. I kind of need a piece to fill in the middle there, though. And I guess that does it. Okay. Now I just really want just like the regular roof. There we go. All right. Hmm. Although I'm not such a fan of those anymore at the moment. However, I think it's fine. We'll just leave it for now. And let's find us our window pieces if we can. There's a door. That's not what I'm looking for, though. I'm looking for windows. Oh, what is this? Interesting. Okay. What's the difference between these two? Oh, one has shutters. I see. Okay. Um, I don't know if this is really looking good anymore at the moment, but yeah. Okay, we'll save those pieces for later. What are we looking for here? I mean, I guess more windows, right? Do these kind of buildings have lots of windows in them? I guess I don't even know. Hmm. Sure, why not? Lots and lots of windows. There's no reason not to, right? Okay. And then down at the bottom, no, that doesn't, oh, I see, okay. Um, Fill that in there. Let's go ahead and add a couple more windows in on this side here. There they are. So it kind of looks a little bit more even. Symmetrical. Actually, what if we did it kind of like this? And then we had the wall in. Like that. Uh-huh. Oops, I want windows there. There we go. Awesome. And then down there at the bottom, we'll like, um, I know what we're going to use. We're going to go ahead and use the colored walls, but, oh, I can put on a balcony too, though. Hmm. Not too sure how this piece works. Oh, I see now. Okay. It's kind of weird. And then I guess I could put like a door. So it's kind of got like a little balcony kind of thing. I think that looks nice. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. And then, all right, so down here in the front, we'll go ahead and use is it the colored walls? I think it is. Is it? Oh yeah, it's the big slate window. That's what we're looking for. And I guess that's like a dark bluish color. I don't really have a dark blue that I can select. Hmm. Well, that's fine. We'll just go with white. and like a blue window. Like, because down here, this is going to be like where the people would be picking up their tickets and stuff. I actually don't want that one there. I want it here, here, and here. And we'll do the same over here on the side as well. Get those out of the way. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and finish that off. No. We'll just go ahead and add the colonial wall in. And actually what I'm going to do is instead of building a whole nother one, I'm just going to save this one as a custom piece of scenery and move it over here. And after that's complete, I'm going to call this an episode. And let's go ahead and there it goes. And then let's go ahead to our custom scenery, custom structures, say we want to save one. We want to highlight all of this. And save it as ticket booth 1. And I actually don't have that much in here. I built a McDonald's building, so I have a McDonald's in there, and I have like a restroom. I have this ticket stand, which is kind of shitty, so we're not going to use that at all. So we're saving this one as, oops, I have to put it down here, don't I? We're saving it as ticket booth 1. Okay, and then to place it, we just have to select it, load the structure, spin it around, and plop it down. Voila, we have ticket booths. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are looking forward to building this park with me because it's going to be an awesome one. And I hope you guys are completely prepared for such an awesome park. All right, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please press the like button and let me know. It helps me out a lot. And leave a comment and let me know how you like things, okay? All right, I will see you all next time. Thanks.